You all excited? I'm excited. Gonna play some Stationeers. I'm Kay. So I've switched over to. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to complete wheat. So we got some corn. We got a whole bunch of potatoes. I should probably have done some soybeans just so we can get our numbers of soybeans up. Alright, so let's make some cereal. Throw the one wheat in there. Now this is kind of a bug. I mean, we're only getting 1% flour. It says we need 50 units of flour. I have no idea how big that bag is supposed to hold, but apparently it holds 1% is 50 units. Now, if I would have put both those wheats in there, it would make 2% flour, and that 2% flour would still make one cereal bar. So it's kind of a little wonky. Not exactly sure what is supposed to be the recipe. Wait, did that let me put... Oh, you can't put it in there. I feel like the cereal bar... Okay, so one cereal bar is 100 food. Because we just ate the whole thing. Or no, one cereal bar is 50 food. 50% food. Because we just ate the whole thing and then plus another 25%. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, that doesn't make sense either. It took 1 1/4 cereal bar in order to take us from 25% to 100%. So, unless one cereal bar is equal to... I don't know. Oh well. Well, we'll keep that half-eaten one in there, and then we'll throw the other ones in here for anybody else. That's pretty easy. Alright, so basically what we need now is we need to start making a whole bunch of steel frames. How much steel is in here? 182 steel. Let's go ahead and pop all these resources out. Contains iron. Why won't it eject out? It's bugged. Alright, so here's 182 steel. So let's decrease the stack to... Actually, let's decrease the stack to 200. And then what we'll do is we'll throw this in the locker. Grab one of these 400 stacks. Okay, so 200 steel will make 100 steel frames. Oh, shoot. Oh. Sorry, Nemesis. We're going to have to kick that out. Alright. So that's going to make 100 steel frames, and then we need a 50 stack of steel. And that will make... Or no, we need 100 stack of steel. I guess I'll just throw this 49 in there. Alright, so that's doing that. We'll throw that in there, make tons of steel sheets. That will be enough steel sheets to weld all those up. We're going to need a couple more things for the base. Obviously, as of right now, we don't need to get the airlock going. But we are going to need to, because right off the bat, we're going to want to set up a furnace, an automated furnace system. And mainly that's just because it takes so long to smelt stuff. So when we do go mining and we grab a bunch of, ore, we want to get that into ingots as quickly as possible. So let's see, we're going to need a computer. We're going to need a motherboard for sorting. We're going to need, let's see, and I think we actually need silver in order to do the sorting motherboard. Let's throw this in here. Okay, so let's see. We're going to need 5 more arc furnaces. Trying to remember how many sorters we'll need. We'll need 1 sorter for each ore. We'll need 1 stacker for each ore. We'll need 8 conveyors. No, 9 conveyors. Power low. Okay, so we'll need 8 stackers, and then plus the stackers for the ore. No, actually, we only need the stackers for the ore. So let's see. We need iron, silicon, gold, copper. Let's do nickel, silver, lead. Am I missing anything? We won't need a stacker for coal or anything like that. I did nickel, did copper. I feel like I'm missing one, but we're just gonna keep it right there. So we need 7 sorters plus a couple more sorters. Let's see, 1 sorter to go from recyclable stuff and split the ore off. Then 1 to go to furnace room. Let's go ahead and okay, so Okay, one to split off recyclables. One to split off what goes into the furnace and what goes into the system. And then we will need let's see, on top of that, we're going to need 7 more for. Because we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4. Then behind there, we'll need 5, 6, 7. So yeah, we'll need 7 for that. So that's 9. And then out of here, it will need to go into.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm trying to think of how many sorters we'll need.
How many what?
Sorters for the automated furnace setup.
Oh, that was just one for each ingot type at the end, and then one to sort out the smeltables and non-smeltables at the start.
Yeah, I think 15 is going to be enough, but I actually think that's too many. But I could be wrong. But doing the counting in my head, it seems we'll need 15. So I've got 7 stackers, 15 sorters, 9 conveyors, 5 more arc furnaces for an 8 arc furnace setup, computer, sorter, and then we need a whole bunch of chutes. What do you think, about 100 chutes? Probably need more than that, won't we?
From last time, it seemed like however many shoots we think we'll need, double it, and then double it, and then double it, and that's how many we'll really need.
Yeah. You don't realize that each block takes 5 chutes just to walk across. That does take a little bit. Ooh, the motherboard sorter needs Electrum. I don't remember it needing Electrum before. Alright, I'll skip that.
I think it needed silver. Does it still take silver?
Yes, it takes silver. But I thought silver was like the outlier, the outlier. I don't remember it taking Electrum. Okay. I'm sure we can make some of that. We got some gold and copper, right?
Gold and silver.
Yeah. Well, I just threw all of our silver inside the fabricator, so we'll need to get that out.
Power critical.
So we do have one slight issue. Because of the atmosphere on Mars, it's got pollutants. Every time you cycle an airlock, you suck pollutants inside your base. So we're going to have to throw a filter system on the passive vent, like before the passive vent, for the airlocks. Or else we're just going to keep sucking in a little bit of pollutant here and there. As well as carbon dioxide, but we're not really worried that much about the carbon dioxide.
We could put a second event that's not part of the airlock system inside the airlock, and have that an active vent that once we go inside the airlock from outside and close the door, it will depressurize that, and we'll just dump that straight into the waste pipe and let the air filtration system for the base sort it.
Oh, what? So not even do a passive vent? Just go straight into the waste pipe?
What would you do? Well, just still do a passive vent for the actual airlock vent for repressurizing the airlock from the base, but do an additional active vent in there that's always set to suck inwards, because then when we go into the airlock from the outside and close the door, that 2 kPa will get vented into the waste pipe before we dump more base air in there to repressurize it.
Um, we could. That sounds like a plan. I was also thinking about instead of doing a double airlock system, like an inner door, outer door, and a middle door. And then do the normal airlock, but basically put a gas sensor in the one room. So if it's pressurized, it doesn't. It keeps that other area pressurized. But if it depressurizes both of them. I wish arc furnace is stacked. Alright, so I'm going to print all this stuff up and possibly start laying out the foundations and be right back. And there's some fries. They're called moon fries, even though we're on Mars.
For me, it just says fries.
No, I was looking at the box.
Oh.
Hold on, let me see if I can put it back down. Can you see what's written on the box?
Yeah.
I like the baked potato. Hey, that was my baked potato. Yeah, so the chemistry station is kind of pointless to have then. The only thing we can make in it is medical pills.
At least at the moment. I'm kind of wondering how they're gonna do the milk if they've like reassigned the soy for the oil. Are they eventually gonna have like a recipe select on this thing?
Maybe. Either that or it does go into the chemistry station. Does anything go into the chemistry station? Let's see. Can I put corn in here? Nope. What happens if I put corn? Nope. Won't let me put it in the microwave. Corn in the reagent processor? Nope, nothing. It just deletes it. What about potatoes in the reagent processor?
The only thing we've got in game to make milk is the soybeans.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't use like soy for the milk and then corn for the oil, because you can make oil out of, you know.
Well, you can make oil out of pretty much anything.
As you're running over those plants, they're moving. You killed my plants because you're trampling on
when
them.
you did it, when you jumped over one, I noticed it.
Don't trample all over my plants. Especially since we're desperate for soybeans.
I wonder how effective the fries are versus the baked potato.
I don't know. The baked potato took you from 0 food to 100, and that's amazing.
Well, from less than 30.
Yeah, because it tastes like 1.5 cereal bars. It takes 5 baked potatoes or 5 regular potatoes, and fries are so much more. All right, So I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna wait till I get to 0% and then I'm gonna eat the fries. See what it does. But yeah, I think the baked potatoes are by far the best. I think I'm gonna get rid of this wheat once it grows and put more potatoes down. Potatoes and soybeans for everybody.
Yeah, we will need to grow wheat and corn in a large base for like chicken feed.
Not the chickens. Make sure chickens don't give us fertilized eggs. Then we have 15 chickens running around. We don't want 15 chickens.
Like there are some mods on the workshop for adding in other recipes, like adding because it's just simple HTML edits like 7 days to die. So we could grab a mod like that to activate milk again, so we can make the muffins.
The one that I looked at, it gave an older. It gave an older file version number, and then people were complaining that they couldn't see the recipe. So I'm guessing we may need to wait a little bit for for people to update the mods.
Or we could just have a look at the in-game HTML and just edit it ourselves.
All right. Well, until next time, have fun.